Major Nidal Hassan is representing himself on charges of killing 13 people at Fort Hood. 32 other people were wounded in the attack back on November 5th, 2009. Some survivors of the rampage are expected to testify at the trial. They'll be subject to cross-examination by Hassan himself. Hassan admits carrying out the attack, but is prohibited by military law from pleading guilty. NBC's Leanne Gregg is live at Fort Hood with the latest. Leanne?
Brian, the trial started 3 hours ago with some dramatic opening statements. Earlier, Hassan had asked to plead guilty, admitting that he did it, but that's prohibited under military law because the prosecutors are seeking the death penalty. Under tight security, including sandbags and cargo containers fortifying the court building, a military prosecutor in opening statements said Nidal Hassan planned to kill as many soldiers as he could. Hassan is representing himself and could end up cross-examining victims he's accused of shooting. Among them, Army Staff Sergeant Alonzo Lunsford, who was shot 7 times.
I will not show fear in the face of the enemy, because the man that shot me, Major Hassan, is going to be the man that's going to be cross-examining me. That's a huge challenge.
Hassan doesn't deny he opened fire at Fort Hood, where soldiers were receiving final medical checks before deployment in November 2009. 13 were killed, 32 others injured. Hassan will be allowed to testify, but a judge denied his request to argue that he shot U.S. soldiers to prevent Taliban fighters from being killed in Afghanistan.
I believe that the judge made it quite clear that if he starts to grandstand in any way and steps away from the rules of court, his ability to represent himself will be revoked and his defense counsel will step in and represent him.
Hassan was shot and paralyzed from the chest down in the attack. If convicted and sentenced to death, the appeals could take years. The military jury called a panel must be unanimous for a premeditated murder conviction and a death penalty sentence. Then the president, as commander-in-chief, must sign off on an execution. Brian?
Leanne, I know the military trials can differ a bit from the civilian trials. Is there an automatic appeals process in a death penalty case?
Yes, there would be. That would begin immediately, and the appeals courts would scrutinize every aspect of that case. It could take 10, 15 years, possibly even longer. And there is a possibility that Hassan could even ask for the case to be considered by civilian court. It could go to the Supreme Court. So many steps before they would actually have an execution. And again, quite often in the military, those death sentences have been overturned historically.
Interesting. Leanne Gregg live for us at Fort Hood this afternoon. Thank you.